In this video we'll show how you can create a new REST API in Alpha Anywhere by importing a definition from Swagger. So Swagger is an open source standard for defining REST APIs. So let's go ahead now and create a new REST API. So we'll go there, we'll select Web Services and then click on New, and then we'll say create a new definition to create a REST service. And then over here you can see that we get the API service builder, and we'll go here and we'll say import from Swagger. So we can go here and paste in a Swagger API definition, or we can basically use a sample from Swagger, which is their pet store example. So we've imported a Swagger definition over here, and this could be any Swagger API definition. In this particular case we've chosen a sample from Swagger itself, and now we can generate sample Xbasic and a sample Xbasic class or a sample node API. So we'll just go ahead now and say create an Xbasic class. So we'll go there and choose import, and then you can see that after the Xbasic class has been created, we we show all the methods that were created over there, and now we can go ahead and click save. So we've now created a new class from a Swagger definition, but at this point we only have a stub functionality defined. So the actual class itself doesn't do anything interesting, because we haven't yet defined the code for the actual methods that are in the class. So you can see now, if we go over here, we'll see that this new Xbasic class has been created for us automatically, and if we open the class we can see that this class has quite a few different methods defined, but each method right now is just a stub. It doesn't actually do anything. So it would be up to you to actually go ahead and actually define the code that is necessary for each of the methods in this class definition. But by importing the Swagger definition, we've gotten a great start. We've basically created the stub Xbasic class, and we've also defined the REST API, in which we've exposed all of these methods from the stub class that we created. But even though we haven't yet actually defined all of the methods in the Xbasic class, there is stub code that's already there, which means that we can go back to our API definition over here, and even though each of these methods right now is just a stub method, we can still test the API using mock data. So we go ahead here and say test the API. You can see now we've brought up the tester, and here are all of the methods. So we can go ahead, for example, and do a get over there, and then just go ahead and click on the try it out button and type in just some fake ID over there, and you can see we get our response back. So we are able to test the API even though the full functionality of the API is not yet defined, because we haven't gone ahead and defined the actual real methods in the Xbasic class. But by importing the Swagger definition, we've gotten ourselves a great start in defining this new API. Thanks very much for watching.